All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Dr. Stone, Season 4, Episode 4, America.
Oh, we are here,
Guns.
and we're not being welcomed here.
There's someone we don't recognize.
Oh, I gotta say, their armor getup, I'm surprised you're not
cool.
talking about that more.
Oh, no.
That was sick.
Oh, yeah, no, I want to see it in the full meal deal.
Regalia.
Exactly.
Yes. But Tsukasa could sense that they intended to murder. So it's a let's back up and reinitiate,
Reevaluate.
with a plan, you know? But here's the other thing. This place is big.
Yep.
We could also just go elsewhere,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
But we also don't know how much this area has been just settled, or at the very least,
Exactly. The fact that
civilized.
the fact that there are people here at all, and that they have that technology, is
And that they're
concerning.
immediately hostile.
And they're immediately hostile. There
There's a
are
lot of
so
questions
many
that opens
things
up.
that you need to reevaluate. Yeah.
Yeah. I would be very excited to see like a heavily armored like bulletproof wearing Kohaku run out with like a white flag.
Oh, yeah.
Just dodging bullets, taking them even, and just being fine and being like, yo,
Oh yeah.
we want to talk.
Also,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta say, this would be a great way to also up Kohaku in the combat power rankings, because we've all, we have, all these crazy, like, strong dudes and everything.
yeah.
But she's got the eyesight.
She could literally matrix the bullets.
She could matrix the bullets. She could be sniping them from, 1,000 meters,
that's-
right?
that's
Like
true.
just do some crazy shit and just be like, all right,
Yeah.
just give me a good rifle.
You wanna play this game? All right. I mean,
The knife gets you to your pistol. The pistol gets you to your rifle. The rifle gets you home.
yeah, exactly. But all right, without further adu, let's get into this.
So that happened.
Yeah, that did indeed happen. Nobody's injured, luckily. Ryusui's
Kohaku's on.
amazing boating maneuver. Yeah. Right. Don't make assumptions yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a teeny bit.
Yeah. But that's odd, specifically. The idea that weaponry is something that they're this far ahead on.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, shit. Submarine? No way. No!
Drone?
Oh, shit. They've got air power. Smells like jet fuel.
It's a biplane. Oh my god! Sick is like,
It's
that's
beautiful.
so cool.
Yeah. He's like, it's beautiful. And also,
I have to meet this person.
we're screwed.
Dr. X. Yeah, again, that kind of armor on the front of the plane implies they're trying to avoid anti-air fire.
Oh, sure. In a lot of ways, this is even starting like the first episode of Black Lagoon. Like,
Oh, it's the same person.
okay, let's go.
What if they're just a lone person and they've just been
Split
stealing
off
stuff?
from like the actual.
Right.
Oh shit.
You're kidding me. It's automatic too after the.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
Abandoning the boat.
Yeah, that thing's toast.
Y'all are dead in the water if you don't get out now.
This is such a great way to like show how.
Dive in from the sun.
From out of the sun. Let's go.
Bird of prey.
What?
He's gonna make an explosion. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, is that some of the acid that they had?
Maybe. Slingshot. Oh, yeah. Planted firmly on his ass. Yeah. Oh, getting it into the... Whoa! Nice, they'll have to coastland in the water.
So now you're just gonna have a Terminator chasing you down with a double machine gun.
Well, you should honestly go on the offensive right now. They could be out for the next, like...
Sure.
Nah, now they got out. Whoa. So they've got, yeah, radio inside this as well. They taught us? Damn. All right.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're going in now, yeah.
All right. Hunting him down.
Right. Smart. Cool. So they've already abandoned the plane.
Right.
Squeeze, yeah. Ah, yes, this is ours.
Nice.
They didn't even care about the person. They're here entirely just to steal the plane.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
Yeah. Right.
Yes. Sun Tzu would approve. Yes.
Right. He's like, I want that. Yeah.
We commandeered. Right, and it's near the cornfield. Because they would have to prepare the ground, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but... Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Well, good luck.
Never mind. Not hunting to kill. Hunting to seek. Yeah, they have steel-toed spike boots.
Right.
You're mocking me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Ah. What a brave guy.
Yeah.
He's potentially setting himself up to get caught.
Especially given that they shot first and didn't ask questions at all.
Hello, is anyone there?
Immediately.
Yeah.
どこにいたの？全然気づかなかった。怖いやめて銃とか。何者よ。
Yeah.
うわ。マジシャン、指ばっかでかっちりしてんの。
What?
どういいんじゃない。まあ、とりあえず聞きたいこと山ほどあんだ。お？
Interesting.
あんたもだろ。会いなよ。うちのリーダー先生に。
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah.
Yes, put me in contact with your leader. This is where I will be best served. Whoa.
past a cornfield.
Yeah, they could have just potentially, like, killed all the people that were here. Oh my gosh. Holy mother of milk, yeah!
Wow.
Yeah, it's paved. Paved.
Uh-huh.
What in the Disneyland castle, like...
Oh, shit.
Looks like water steam, like water vapor is not like something like coal or what have you. Dr. X, yeah. Sanitizing you? Oh. Oh.
Okay. How did you get here?
No way. It's a lie detector. Yeah.
Although didn't...
Gen would actually be the only person that could fake one of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanna...
Right.
He's like, you think I can't think of one thing while saying another? Like,
Exactly.
bro, I'm so double-minded. That's true. Yeah. There should be some more wavering in there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Chrome.
Oh my god, yes!
Fantastic.
This is gonna be Taiju's moment to shine.
I love it.
Gen lied as easily as he breathed.
Wow.
Oh my god, okay.
All right.
We've been introduced to Zeno and Stanley.
Yeah.
All right.
Fantastic.
They're quite intimidating.
Yep.
But they're only two, which is nice. We don't need to get introduced to their whole civilization and how it works
Right.
yet. We've got Asagiri Gen on the inside.
Man, you are
Just-
already dead.
Just arms crossed, observing everything and being like, y'all, hang back.
Yep.
I'm
I
not
got
about
this.
to lose twice in a row.
Yeah.
Let me solo this whole thing.
Incredible.
Love it. Okay, but that's fun because while he's in there, he can keep them occupied, and then Kohaku could very
thing.
easily scout out the rest
Yep.
without much issue. And then
Right.
Chrome's got the communication to be able to send back all the info that they haven't
Exactly.
made.
Yep.
So,
Awesome.
in a lot of ways, they're very vulnerable because so far, unless
Unless they have additional soldiers, basically.
Yeah, basically, unless they have additional soldiers, which we did see someone running the tractor.
Right. So they have more people.
Yeah, they definitely would need more people because otherwise, why would you need this much corn? Like,
Right.
Like, there's something about this setup that reeks. Not just the idea that this factory gives off like castle vibes, very like condescending castle
Yeah,
vibes.
like evil lair kind of, you know.
Right. Well, now, obviously, this is, anime and an evil scientist making machine guns at the very least.
Yeah, then you got to have them have an evil lair.
Yeah, and they have, gloves with claws on top of
Exactly.
the gloves because they're a clean freak or something.
Right.
Which is what I initially thought they were doing with the saltwater, but
Style's
no,
fantastic.
they put him into a polygraph test.
Yeah, the one dude who'd be able to be like,
Yes.
you think I haven't practiced on these before?
I am the best liar. Some might even say I am the greatest liar in the world.
This is, quite frankly, rudimentary. The polygraphs that I've been able to fool were much more sophisticated than this, my friend.
Weren't you from the modern era? Don't you know these things are
Don't actually work.
horrendously wrong like most of the time?
In the realm of fiction, they have 100% accuracy. That's how it works.
That's right.
That's how the science works.
Yes.
In the same way that you can just say enhance and a picture gets infinitely more, like all that. Yeah.
Polygraph tests are to adults what quicksand was for us kids, like overblown and hyped to all hell as being this this thing is gonna change.
The ground eats you.
It's gonna scare you.
There's
so
no
much.
way to survive. You touch it, you're dead. Might as well be lava.
You're just somebody that has an irregular heartbeat because of your anxiety, and the
Because,
polygraph
oh my
is just
God.
like, what? It is wrong. They're in a perpetual state of lying, and it's just like, I just have anxiety, man.
Yeah. There weren't supposed to be a lot of people here, and now you've got machine
My
guns.
neurotic personality is just
right.
incapable of letting me.
I'm worried you guys are going to hook up car batteries to those cables, I have different concerns right now.
My biochemistry makes me calm down when I drink caffeine. What is wrong with you?
No, that actually, okay.
That's actually a thing.
That is actually a legit thing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I brought it up.
First time I took Adderall, which is an amphetamine, by the way.
Yes.
I took a nap.
We're just like, my brain, I can relax.
Yeah. Yep.
So, again, you do have to watch out though.
Yes.
Because they have clocked you for the most part as to what you are.
And the fact that they have the possibility in their minds that you could just be an incredible liar means that it would be possible to reverse engineer your lies to basically be like, okay, how is he wanting to deceive us?
Right.
This might be what he's trying to cover for.
Yeah, now there's stuff that they're just not going to be capable of knowing. But the main thing is that you came here with a group on a voyage from Japan.
Which is insane.
Well, right. And that's one impressive as well. But it's also something that is telling. Because if you went here...
Yeah.
as opposed to anywhere else in the world.
Either there's a bunch of people that are also going to other places, and so why not Japan to America?
So why? Yeah, you are here for something very specific, which means they know that you want something that they have. Probably.
And I think there is a decent chance that if they are also using the corn to produce the revival fluid, and maybe that's why this place doesn't have that many people here, because this is the place where we have our secret lab in order to control the masses of the people that we have already revived.
Right.
And so we need to keep it a secret. That would explain why they potentially use the corn as bait. That would also maybe give them a reason to be like, oh, okay, this is why you're here specifically. Cool. All right.
Right.
Now we know what we're dealing with.
Yeah, so I'm kind of excited to see the ways in which they've built some kind of society that works. Because again, 2, 3, or 4 people isn't enough.
Don't cut
fly.
it.
That will not cut it. You will not have built all of this yourselves.
Also, another thing that's always good to bring up is why are they here now? Because 3,800 years or whatever, the amount of time that's, passed and all that stuff, some of the people being unpetrified, all right, cool, makes sense. But some of them would need to not have been in order to manage how to and who to unpetrify and all that good stuff. And, So is this something where this Dr. Zeno guy, he made all of this? Or did he just take it over from someone else, right?
Yep. Lots of questions that we have for them. And we'll have to have Gen ask them in a very nonchalant, casual kind of way.
Is he just someone who was unpetrified because the, whatever organization that caused all of this to exist is like, oh, we need, a particular genius scientist. All right, cool. He'll be the next one we unpetrify.
Could be.
But
yeah. Their designs are really cool. There's a futuristic aspect to them that is also really fun, while still also feeling like they walked off of the set of like Trigun.
Yes.
In a way that also feels like grungy and old.
Yep.
And I love that.
Also, I gotta say, the whole we've got air power. And that's terrifying, and you just lose. I like that. I like that the combat competence of these characters, this, antagonistic force, is something that's still able to make the protagonists need to run, because with how many just, insane combat, strength, statted out characters we have, there was that part of me that's like, well, we don't really need to worry about that because we won't run into combat, but if we do, it's a cakewalk.
No,
not actually.
No. And this has firmly changed that opinion, I would say, and given us a way to bring the tension back into things. Despite, in a lot of ways, this show doesn't need to have that kind of conflict in order for there to be fun, dramatic tension.
Yep.
It can be from us figuring out like how Senku and the science team is going to figure out how to accomplish what they need to do on their roadmaps.
Also, gotta say, the whole idea of like the plane and machine guns and all that stuff, I just really like, because one, it's a lot more dynamic than the whole petrification device thing that we had in the, the previous big conflict arc, because that was a lot of, binary, are we screwed or are we just fine? But then also it's something that points back to science and how cool it is, Yeah, being able to fly, that would be awesome. Look, think of all the things you can do with that. Oh, we can't fly right now? That's a problem. Let's yoink that plane.
Yeah, and I really need to know if this is any way related to Y-Man, because this is something now that we're dealing with the person from the opening here in the US in just some evil factory lair. That doesn't seem like what Y-Man is.
Right.
So I'm very curious. But hey, Dr. Taiju, I'm here for.
Yes.
Paging Dr. Sexy. Let's bring our studly Dr. Taiju. Yes,
that's right.
Into this.
And we can have, any of our strong boys like Tsukasa just be like, oh, this is my terminally ill patient that requires constant like requires constant medical attention, and so
just not like I just want to see my daughter again.
Yeah. Pay no mind to him. You can search him. He doesn't have any weapons. God damn, his abs are like granite.
No, I kind of love the idea in a lot of ways of how most of their fighters are very unassuming. And then there's just Tsukasa. And it's like, so we can just have Tsukasa stand there with like 5 others flanking him.
Yeah.
Or like 6 others flanking him. And then they are the ones that are the fighters.
Right.
And then you have people like Kinro and Ginro who are just like, they could even be like hunched over a little bit and be like.
It very much feels like the kind of, at some point we need to have a escorting the, handcuffed Wookiee into, it's just Tsukasa.
See, I like that. I like that because he can just bust out of anything. But I'm trying to think of like, what if we used also our, newly freed villains from previous arcs?
Oh yeah,
and just kind of set them loose and be like, yes, go.
Right, like fantastic. So real stuff actually from modern day. So. Since oftentimes battles might not be in places where, all the weapons are going to be the same, right?
True.
What happens when you have someone who's trained how to use a gun and then someone with a sword, jumps out at them? They might panic because they don't know how to deal with that. Well, if they don't square off all right, now let's do it.
You run straight at me and just bop.
But I could see there being something where potentially this person with their gigantic double machine gun thing
it's a bit unwieldy.
It could be a bit unwieldy. They might not know how to actually defend themselves if, suddenly...
No, they're military. They're military.
Well, okay.
They made a point of that. I think, if anything, the scariest part is we'd probably put any weapon in their hands.
And they'd be terrified. That is a good point. They were established as using the knife to start.
Right.
So,
yes, to kill a pack of wolves. And they did it for fun.
Oh yeah, no,
there was no reason for them to do that.
Yeah, no, like there were parts of the wolves that were cut off that did not need to be.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. They're a unit. They're a unit, and a terrifying one at that. I would be hard pressed to say that they would not go down without some science bullshit, like shenanigans. We use sleeping gas, or we entice you with a cold glass of Coke, you know?
All right, Suika, so here's what we need to do. You're
Yes.
going to take this bottle, sneak it into their lab, then take this cork off and get as far away as you can.
And then run.
Just run.
Just run.
And plug your ears while you do.
Don't stop rolling.
No, we are not going into the war crimes territory with Dr. Stone's protagonist.
Yet.
That is not...
We don't know what they've done to run this civilization.
You think the Geneva suggestions can be upheld here?
I'm just throwing it out there. There's some bad vibes I've got from them, and the way that they've got so few people running this, I'm getting the vibe that they didn't use their own manual labor to build a lot of these things and to,
yes.
to set up everything.
Yep.
My guess is there might very literally be a slave colony somewhere nearby of like bodies of people that they use for labor or even for human experimentation.
Well, and if you wanted to get really terrifying with it, you have it be something where it's like, oh yes, we also have a petrification device, because they'd been rained down onto the, the planet and all that stuff. When you're done working for the day, we put you into a box and then we use it and you're petrified. And then when we need you the next day because we make so much of the revival fluid, then we just unpetrify you. Cool, fantastic, work again. You can't run away. You can't,
we don't have to feed you.
We don't, yeah, exactly. Like we'll feed you some, but yeah.
You won't get sick.
And you'll also, like, any wear and tear
terrifying.
from how hard we work you gets fixed because of the general regenerative properties of going from being petrified to not.
No, that's a really good point.
Like, there's all kinds of dark places they could take this.
Yeah, I'm just getting the vibe of that's what we're doing. That's where we're going.
Yeah.
The wolf slaughter was, I think, a hint at that. And I think also the general look of everything by having this place have glass tall windows, the ego,
Right.
and then the Disney ass steeple little spires.
Like, imagine...
I'm sorry, those are so impractical and pointless, and you're telling me a scientist, a genius scientist is here?
No,
there's some
he
ego.
can look out at his
there.
little kingdom, and then Kohaku with a sniper is 3,000 feet away, just
Now, what it might be, I'm going to throw it out there. Those spires actually could be communication towers. Though.
It does look like they've got little bob things
Like
on the top
antennas,
or whatever. So it might.
They might have
something like
internet
that.
for all we know. Like, especially
No,
because if you have the plane, the main reason why you'd use a plane in this kind of environment is not for warfare, but it'd actually be for transportation.
Sure.
So the idea that this might be something that is like an exterior base from like an actual city of some kind, or something like that. That could be it, and then you would need some kind of way to have regular communication back to wherever you have more people or just more civilization.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be there. Like that's how far you could be.
Maybe.
And then it would make sense then why the military stuff feels so advanced is that actually it's not that advanced compared to some of the other stuff that would be more important. That they would actually be farther ahead.
The fact that was a full-on proper paved road for the runway is pretty wild to me because you can absolutely have dirt runways.
You don't need.
Yeah, you don't need like paved.
We don't know for sure that it's concrete,
asphalt.
but I would assume that it's a form of that.
Or asphalt. You don't need something like that. That can also take a lot to maintain and everything. So. There's a lot of potential implications from the things that we've seen. Yeah, and some of it we don't necessarily need to read into too much, right?
Right. I am trying to read into it a little bit on terms of which resources are the ones that have been refined in such a way that give a hint as to where they're at technologically.
Exactly. Because since this show is the science show, right? Little things that we see could potentially be hinting at huge amounts of information.
Yeah. But all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.